There is Swamilan, and today we are learn about our new lesson, fundamental unit of life, cell. Okay, fundamental unit of life, cell. Okay, so while examine a thin slice of cork, thin thin slice of cork, Robert Hooke. That means Robert Leeuwenhoek showed that the cork resembled the structure of like honeycomb. Okay, we all are familiar with this word honeycomb. Okay, so now the structure of honeycomb is look like this. Okay, so now the structure of honeycomb is same look like this. Okay, so when Robert Hooke examined thin slice of cork, so Robert Hooke observed like that kind of structure which is known as honeycomb. Okay, and this structure Robert Hooke is saying that are known as uh, little boxes. Okay, little boxes, and little boxes is also known as cell. Okay, so now cell word is given by Robert Leeuwenhoek. Okay, then what is meaning of cell? So cell means little room. Okay, and this word is also derived from the Latin word, the Latin word, the Latin word cellula. Okay, so cell word is coming from Latin word cellula. Okay, cell means little room, and this word is derived from Latin word cellula. Okay, now if you want to see cell, so you can see cell with the help of microscope. Okay, so now from above this we can also saying that cell is cell is cell is known as structural and functional unit of life. Okay, so now that means cell is known as fundamental unit of life, and you can see with the help of microscope. Okay, then another scientist will give us lots of information related to cell. Okay, so now Robert Brown, so Robert Brown find after that nucleus. Okay, so first of all we have given cell by Robert Leeuwenhoek, and then after Robert Brown find nucleus. Okay, with the help of electron microscope. Okay, so Robert Brown found nucleus. Then in 1838, so in 1838 German botanist Schleiden, so German botanist Schleiden was also found lots of cell in plant, and then after 1839 British zoologist, okay, so British zoologist Swan is also found lots of cell in animals. Okay, so now both are given cell theory. Okay, so now cell theory was given by Schleiden and Swan. Okay, now we are going to see our next point. So now next one is that according to cell, so according to cell we are divide cell into two types. So now first one is that prokaryotic cell, and second one is that eukaryotic cell. So now eukaryotic cell, that means have nuclei, that means जिसके पास न्यूक्लियस होता है उसे हम यूकैरियोटिक सेल कहते हैं, एंड देन हैवन न्यूक्ली, दैट मीन्स न्यूक्लियस नहीं होता है, उसे हम यहाँ पे have not nucleus, so which is known as prokaryotic cell. Okay, so now according to cell we are divide cell into two type. First one is prokaryotic cell and second one is eukaryotic cell. Okay, now second and most important thing is that when we are observe with the help of structural, so now according to cell structure we are divide cell or organism into two types. So now we have get first unicellular organism and second one is multicellular organism. Okay, so now what is the definition of unicellular and multicellular organism? So now everyone look at here, unicellular. Unicellular means, everyone look at here, uni. So now uni means one and only one. That means uni means single. Uni means single and multi means more than two. Okay, so now first of all we are going to see here definition of unicellular organism, okay, and multicellular organism. So now the definition of unicellular organism is the organism which have one and only one cell, that means single cell present in it. So we are saying that unicellular organism. And then second one is multicellular organism. So now the organism which have more than two cell, which is known as multicellular organism. So now this is the definition of unicellular and multicellular organism. Okay, now second point is that examples. So now what are the examples of unicellular organism? So now the examples of unicellular organism is that Paramecium amoeba. Okay, so Paramecium is also known as unicellular organism. Amoeba is also known as unicellular organism. Okay, then example of multicellular organism. So multicellular organism. So examples of multicellular organisms are onion cell which is also known as plant cell. Okay, and then chick cell which is also known as animal cell. Okay, now we are going to see here our third point. So now third point is that diagram. Okay, so everyone look at here, diagram of Paramecium and amoeba. Okay, so now Paramecium is same look like a slipper. Okay, so now Paramecium is same look like a slipper and this structure is known as cilia. Now with the help of cilia, Paramecium move one place to another place. Now cilia is a same structure as hair. Okay, so now this one is known as cilia, and most important thing of cilia is that it can help move Paramecium with the help of cilia. Okay, now this structure is known as nucleus. Okay, so now this one is known as nucleus. This one is known as nucleus. Okay, and then this one is also known as cytoplasma. Okay, so now this is the structure of Paramecium, and then another structure is that everyone look at here, amoeba. Okay, so in amoeba we have get here one and only one cell. This one is known as nucleus and this one is also known as cytoplasma. Okay, so this is the structure of amoeba. Okay, now we are going to see here multicellular organism. So now first of all we are see here definition, examples. Now we are going to see here diagram. Okay, so now what are the diagram of onion and chick cell? Okay, so now everyone look at here, diagram of onion cell. Okay, so now this one is known as diagram of onion cell. Now this one is known as nucleus. Okay, and then this one is known as cytoplasm. Nucleus. Okay, then we are going to see here cheek cell. So now the structure of cheek cell is same way we can observe here nucleus and cytoplasm. So this one is cytoplasm and this one is nucleus. Okay, so now this is the structure of multicellular organism. Okay, now एग्जाम में ये जो क्वेश्चन है वो डिफरेंस के फॉर्म में भी पूछा जा सकता है. सो नाउ दिस आर द डिफरेंस बिटवीन यूनिसेल्युलर एंड multicellular organism. Okay, now we are going to see most important question. Now question is that draw label diagram of nerve cell. Okay, so now draw label diagram of nerve cell. Okay, so now first of all question in our mind is that how can we draw nerve cell. So now first of all draw here circle, then draw their line. Okay, then after draw on circle structure like semicircle like this. Okay, now draw like one. Okay, now this one is known as nerve's end. Okay, so this structure is known as nerve's ending. Okay, now everyone look at here. This hairy like structure is known as dendrites. Okay, so now this one is known as dendrites. Okay, so now you can also write here dendrites. Okay, now the center of the cell is known as nucleus. Okay, and the center of the nucleus is also known as nucleolus. And there is also cytoplasm is also present in it. Cytoplasm. Okay, now this one is also known as axon. Axon is also known as dendrites, but now the length of the axon is more than the dendrites, so we are saying that axon. Okay, so now this structure is known as nerve cell. Okay, ये जो क्वेश्चन है वो एग्जाम में 2 मार्क्स में भी पूछा जा सकता है. 2 मार्क्स. Okay, now our second and last question is that draw a label diagram of cell structure. So now draw a label diagram of general cell structure. Okay, so now everyone look at here. What is cell structure? So now everyone look at here. This one is known as plasma membrane or cell membrane. Okay, so now this structure is known as cell wall Now everyone keep it in your mind, this structure is our general structure, general cell structure. So now cell wall, generally cell wall is present in plant cell. We cannot observe in animal cell, but now our question is general structure, cell structure. So that is the reason we are right here cell wall. This one is known as plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, which is also known as, okay, so now this one is known as plasma membrane. Okay, now center of the cell, center of the cell is known as, center of the cell is known as nucleus, and the center of the nucleus, center of the nucleus is known as nucleolus. Okay, and there are also one organelles is present in it, which is known as chromosomes. Chromosomes. Okay, now there are 23 pairs of chromosomes. 23 pairs, 23 pairs of chromosomes are present in human body. Okay, that means 46 chromosomes are present in human body. Okay, now next organelle is that, everyone look at your next organelles. So now next organelles, so now this organelle is known as ER. ER means endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, so now this one is also known as ER. Now the full form of ER is endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, now on endoplasmic reticulum we are observed that structure is known as ribosome. Ribosome. When we have observed ribosome on endoplasmic reticulum, so now on the basis of ribosomes we are also divide ER, that means endoplasmic reticulum, into two parts. So first one is smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and second one is that rough endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, now there are also some organelles are present in cell structure. So now everyone look at here, this one is known as mitochondria. Okay, then this one is also known as lysosome. Okay, this one is known as ribosome. Okay, and there are also some most important organelles present in it. Now this one is also known as cytoplasm. Okay, so now this is the general structure of cell. Okay, general cell structure. Okay, so now everyone keep it in your mind, there are lots of organelles are present in it. Now we will learn about it in our next period or next video. Okay, so we will learn about it in our next classes. I hope you all are understood properly whatever we are learn or whatever we are see here. Jai Swaminarayan.